Hey, I'm Ty. This is a flip through of the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. This is not an unboxing because what I wanted to do today is show you the deck that is basically my daily driver. I've had this deck for a few years now and I use it pretty much every day for myself and for clients and get some of my favorite readings from it. So I will show you just quickly. You get a lovely box with it. It's good quality. And a nice hefty guidebook, some information in there about recommended spreads. But given this is not an unboxing, you can see details of that elsewhere, I'm sure. I wanted to show you the cards themselves and have a little talk about why I like it so much. So this is the back of them, first of all. Not sure if it picks up there, but there's a slight kind of embossed effect on the black parts of the card, and then there's the symbol on the back. I find they look really good on the table and combined with other decks as well, the back of them. So the edge around the outside as well, I have edged it in black and it's worn away over the years from so much use. You'll see across all the cards as well what I've done. Just get the box out of the way so we don't have competition for focus. I've coloured in the edge. So this all came white, and what I've done is I've done the major arcana in black and all the suits in different colours. And as we go through, you'll see it's worn away quite a lot. Here's the Fool. You can see why they've used that in the box art and all that. It's a gorgeous card. Love the snake there. Gives a kind of cartoonish vibe, and then you've got, of course, the tattoo style illustration. Magician. High Priestess. Empress. Emperor. Big Aries vibes. Hierophant. Really like this interpretation of the Hierophant. I like the looking forward and looking back, the bird's eye view kind of element there. I love the Scarab, all of it works really well together. The Lovers, another one that I really love the way that this deck interprets it, the kind of tangled up component of the two snakes. I think it does a really good job of showing what this card's about. The Chariot, card of my moon as a Cancer moon. Strength. You can see that all of the artwork is done in tattoo style, what would call, I guess, neo-traditional tattoo style, with this kind of black outline and very bright, very intense shading. The Hermit, love the black and grey emerging out of the background there. Bright lamp. Wheel of Fortune. I really like this particular Wheel of Fortune because having this lady in the center of it means that in spreads, oftentimes she'll be looking at something important in the spread, so it really helps with determining how to read the spread as a whole. That comes up quite a lot with these cards. A lot of them have people in them, and a lot of times across the spread it's like the people are interacting. It works really, really wonderfully. Justice. Hanged Man. Death. Big fan of those roses. Temperance, the Devil, the Tower. It's a nice tower, if a little bit simple. You don't get, the figures and that sort of thing that you get in a lot of other ones. People escaping. But it does give you the general gist. I really appreciate the color scheme. It's pretty consistent throughout the deck as well. Star. Moon. Sun. Judgment. The World. Similar deal as with the Wheel of Fortune card. This lady's often looking at something pretty important when in a spread layout. Then we're onto the suits in the minors. So the Ace of Wands. Wands in this deck are all kind of like a stick or a branch, oftentimes with leaves growing out of them. Let's get the 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. Quite like this interpretation of the 6 as well. 7. 8. I can admit the 8 is probably the card in this deck that I found the most difficulty connecting with. A little bit nondescript, but it starts to make sense the more that you use it. 9. 10. This one's one of my favorite cards actually in this deck, the 10 of Wands here, because you can see upright, the bird is kind of falling in reverse. The bird is throwing off those wands and rising again. So that comes up in a lot of really interesting ways in readings. Page. Knight. Queen. Do miss the black cat, but in replacement of an actual cat, she's got the lion tattoo on the back of her hand there. King. His little salamander friend. And the cups. Ace of Cups. Beautiful lotus or lily there. Two of Cups. I think cards like this make this deck really good for beginners because I think it gives a very easy to interpret basic meaning for each card, like ones like this especially. Three of Cups. From reading this deck so much, now the Three of Cups is always a little tea party in my brain. 4. Credit for drawing that hand. 5. I love this one coming up in client readings because it's so easy to show this two beautiful cups that are still standing full of lovely gifts and roses. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. It's a cute 10. I love the little rainbow. Page. Of course, a very popular motif in tattoos, the koi. Knight. I like the way this negative space is used for the cup there. And of course the gorgeous rose at the bottom. Queen. King. It's one of a few cups, one of a few cards in this deck where it's not a whole face or a whole person depicted, but just an eye, and you'd be surprised how clearly that still reads a lot of the time. Onto the pentacles. So you've got the ace. Very classic style, sort of hair and everything like that drawn. 2. 3. 'I like these critters much better than the original 3. 4. 5. Plenty to take in and many different details to pick out depending what's relevant. 6. Again, drawing hands is not easy, so credit where it's due for these. 7. 8, which the deck is named 8 coins, the 8 of Pentacles. And this is, the author states, kind of the tattoo apprentice card, which I can really appreciate because I used to tattoo as a job. So getting this deck and learning about what this card meant to the author was really, really helpful for me in getting what this card means as a whole. 9. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. Again, I really love the art on this one. All the roses, her hair. King. Same for this guy. And the swords. Ace. Two. Lovely moon up there in the sky. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7. I love her. She's just looking after herself. She gets a bad rap, you know. 8. 9. The astrology detail in there for those who are interested in that. 10. 'Page. I like how serious she's been drawn here, you know, she's the most stern of the pages, which I think really suits. 'Knight. 'Queen. 'King. So that's been a flip through of that deck. As you can see, the art really is consistent throughout, and so it makes for really gorgeous kind of readings that speak to each other. So you kind of, as well, by color coding the edges of my cards here, makes it easy to pick out, you know. We've got three ones there. Makes it easy to see the consistency at a glance, and makes it easier to see what themes might be common among them. So you can see 3 mages, 2 wands. You can see 2 figures, 2 figures. You get to see the similarities throughout, just like you do in a regular Rider-Waite-Smith. So just wanted to share a little bit of why I love this deck so much. If you would like to get a reading from me, including one using this deck, my contact details will be in the description. It's been lovely to spend time with you today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.